Hi everybody, Jody and Johnson here with the 71st episode of Coffee with Jody. And today we're going to be covering Sally Hogshead's work, How to Fascinate. This is how the world sees you. And when you know your fascination advantage, it gives you a real competitive edge. It becomes your secret weapon. So we're going to dive into that right now. The definition of fascinate is to bewitch. It's the ability to hold someone's attention. It's not the same as interest. It's actually a much more neurologically engaging way of having somebody's attention. And it's almost as if they can't resist. Now, all of us are born with the ability to fascinate. Then through life, we become boring because we're trying to fit in. Sally says that your ability to fascinate is more important than your being better, that different is better than better. Like breathing, swallowing, and smiling, you're born with the ability to fascinate. It's an instinctive form of connecting with people. Your fascinating traits are your greatest attributes. Studies have shown that people will pay up to 4 times more if they're fascinated by your product or your service. So we really want to be diving into how is it that you personally fascinate, and what is it about you that magnetizes and attracts people to you, so that you have a language and a way of actually shaping your greatest asset. Some of the ways that people get fascinated by you is like when your eyes light up or you put energy into your speaking. Like I've always said that you can't hide energy, whether that energy is a positive energy or a negative energy. But people feel your energy. And that's part of what engages them and fascinates them about you. The people around you read your energy. And they respond to that, whether consciously or unconsciously. And the studies show that 93% of your communication is nonverbal. That's astounding. Only 7% your words. So they're reading your energy all the time. And how your ability to fascinate comes through is through the energy that you're projecting. Probably one of the greatest myths is that we have to compete with our colleagues out in our industry, and that we need to be better, faster, or cost less. All of those ways of competing can be very easy to topple. They're flimsy edges. Your ability to fascinate is actually what will set you apart. And so as you look through different industries, you can see that people are paid more not from what they do, but who they are, what it is about them that has us be fascinated. So that is your competitive advantage. Commoditization is a silent assassin. Your long-term profitability actually depends on you being able to do more work with existing clients and keep them longer. And your ability to fascinate is a key factor in your ability to maintain your client base. So your personality is your anti-commodity. You will never be your most successful in an arena where you're not allowed to stand out. You will never be your most successful when you're evaluated by criteria that doesn't allow you to stand out. Growing up, you may have been told that it wasn't a good idea to stand out, that children were, better to be seen and not heard. I can recall my grandmother saying, "There she goes riding on her high horse." This old school way of thinking is deeply flawed. Being invisible is not going to give you a competitive advantage. You will win by being seen and remembered. Forbes magazine's research showed that 85% of your financial success hinges on human engineering. Your personality, your ability to communicate, and your ability to negotiate and lead. That only leaves 15% of your financial success to skill. How important is fascinating? 85%. There are 7 different fascinating advantages, and I'm going to go through each one of those with you now. You already naturally are exhibiting 2 of them, your primary and your secondary, without even thinking. And so this assessment shares with you how people see you, which is very distinct from the other profiles that we've been talking about, which is more about how you see you. We want to know, what is it about you that magnetizes and attracts people to you? So I'm going to go through those 7 right now. The first one is innovation. This is the language of creativity, new ideas and solutions. The next one is passion. Passion is the language of relationships. It pulls people in close. It attracts them through an irrational and irresistible connection. The next one is power. This is the language of confidence. If you're fascinating with power, you command by taking the lead. Prestige is the language of excellence. Next, we have trust. This is the language of stability. This is the language of building trust and loyalty over time. The next one is mystique. This is the language of listening. These are people who think before they speak. And then finally, we have alert. This is the language of detail. These are people who are careful and precise. In today's day and age, they say you have 9 seconds to fascinate. A couple of years ago, it was 2 minutes. Then it was like 30 seconds. It's down to about 9 seconds with all of the different social media and distractions that people have. So you'll need to catch people quickly. And you can do that through your ability to fascinate and developing your ability to fascinate. So what we recommend when you learn your fascinating profile, how you fascinate best, you identify the ways in which you are different and then insanely deliver on that difference. What I really love about this profile is that it becomes a branding tool for you personally and for your business. It can be woven into your marketing, really have you stand out. Remember, Sally Hogshead said, it's better to be different than it is to be better. In the next episode, I'll be bringing all of the profiles I've been talking about through this month together and how each one of them fits as a puzzle piece and why we do those, the advantage that it creates for you. So if you've enjoyed this episode, please like it, share it, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, where you can have access to all the different videos on business topics that I've done over the last few years. And please click below to download an ebook that I've written on all of the different profiles, what's unique about them, and how they work together. That's it for today. Bye for now.